permit me to tell you a story. We had in Lagos here a man, one of our members, one of our workers, one of our leaders. A lady came and said, so and so, a leader, tried to rough handle me, wanted to rape me. I need to tell you the facts so you are not guessing what happened to him. And so I called him and I said, this particular lady came and reported that you tried to rape her. Said, Pastor, me? He said, you know me now? I said, yes, I know you, but here is the report. And he said, no, it did not happen. And you know, you need to know who you are dealing with. I said, I looked at him face to face. I said, yes, it happened. Oh, you said, Pastor, you were not there, but the Spirit of God was there. And eventually, he bolted out. He said, since you don't believe me and you don't take my word, I don't accept what you're saying. And I said, you are under discipline. We took the position from him. 6 months I called him after. I said, why are we like this? You know me, I know you. You did this thing. He said, I said no. And you're not taking my word. I said, remain under the discipline. 1 year went, I called him. I said, let's settle this matter. He said, I told you no, and it is no. I said, okay, go your way. The 3rd year, when he was still under discipline, he came to me and said, Pastor, I want to confess that thing happened. I said, I told you now, I know you. And I know that thing happened. I said, why didn't you accept at that time? And you're using bold face. And you know, some of his friends that he told, I did nothing. Some of those friends, they tried to raise dust here and dust here. I acted as if I didn't see. Until he came after 3 years and said, now I accepted. I said, you know, my friend, now you start discipline, because all these 3 years you were pushing me and twisting my hand, and you didn't accept that anything happened. And so he started the discipline. Eventually, you know, after the discipline, we restored him. And he left Lagos. He went to the state. And in the state where he was not doing anything. And so after my preaching, one of the nights, people lined up. They were seeing me one by one. And he was next on the line. And he came and I said, wonderful, here you are now. He said, yes, I'm here now. Since when did you get here to this stage? He told me. And I said, what work are you doing now here? He said, the state overseer did not give me any work to do. I said, what? Didn't you tell him that you have been released from discipline when you were in Lagos? He said, that's where we are. I stopped the line. I stopped the queue. And I called the state overseer. I said, state overseer, look at this brother. He's been a worker from Lagos. Something happened, we disciplined him. But we have released him from the discipline. Why? Is he just lying fallow there, not doing anything? And the state overseer looked at him and said, brother so-and-so, why didn't you tell the GS what happened when you came to our state here? And he was looking. So I said, overseer, tell me what happened. He said, this, your man from Lagos, from the headquarters, he came over here and he tried to rough handle a lady until the lady ran out. I looked at him, I said, I called his name, I said, so and so, did this happen? He dropped his head and said, yes, sir. You know, restoring people is not just walk. If you die on the walk and you're still a kind of rebellious, disobedient, sinful, polluted and corrupted person, if you die even when you're on the job, you'll go to hell.